JB here. Welcome to the weekend webinar, Sunday, January 11th, 9:08 p.m. Really quick, just getting on after the news of Powell's and subpoenas, possible indictment coming in regards to their renovations at their building in Washington. Interesting stuff, but S&P futures taking it on the chin, down about 0.4%. Nothing crazy, but it's an extremely busy week. So just wanted to get some of the things out of the way. So when I do my little morning rant, there's not too much to talk about, but huge stuff, right? So this Powell news just adds kind of a fork in what is already a busy week. But to me, the Fed chair's term ends in May. So for this to happen right now, it's just like, come on, just let sleeping dogs, whatever they say, let the term roll off and then do what you got to do. Instead, now we have more uncertainty, and I don't think much will change. It's not like a Fed chair gets fired and they'll be cutting rates next month, right? I don't know. I don't think that'll be the case. It just creates uncertainty, and then it brings the question of the Fed's got to be independent. So then it puts that in question. But it's pretty much the writing's on the wall. The new Fed chair that comes in is going to be extremely aggressive cutting rates. So it doesn't do much in regards to just to cause a little chaos into this trading week. So we'll see how things play out. The good thing is, and I always try and I always try to have a positive spin on things or have a just I don't like gaps to the upside. So sitting a 0.5% to the upside, typically on a Monday, doesn't bring a fund open. I don't like red sessions either, but typically the best days are days where we have some kind of gap down. So we'll see how the markets hold up. 0.5% down on the futures, nothing crazy, but it's a big week. So first, obviously earnings. So Tuesday morning, the earnings season kicks off. J.P. Morgan, some other names, a couple other the banks. There's only like 67 names or so reporting this week. Supposed to be big, another huge quarter for earnings, 8% year over year, or quarter over quarter growth, 10 consecutive earnings growth in regards to earnings estimates, and then revenues growing 7.6%, the most since 2022. So monster earnings already expected, and I think some of the obviously you can see the market's priced a lot of that in. We're right at all time highs. So what can derail this rally? Also this week, so Tuesday morning, we get CPI data. So finally, this data that's been we've been in this black hole with the government shutdown. That black hole is gone. So now we're finally getting some concrete data. CPI Tuesday, and this should say PPI. I don't know. I have the extra slide here. PPI on Wednesday, 2.8 estimates on CPI. And then Wednesday afternoon, tariff ruling. Well, we don't know if 100% certainty that there's going to be a ruling on the tariffs, but I would say there's a high probability that happens. Retail sales Tuesday morning. JP Morgan Healthcare Conference kicks off tomorrow, 12th to the 16th. Not much in the way of market moving, but underlying, there's some of the mega healthcare names. I think Johnson Johnson, Intuitive Surgical, after the close Wednesday, they'll have a conference. They typically give their guidance for, well, not they'll give preliminary numbers Wednesday morning before the open or after the close. I have to look at the premiums. That could be one of those surprise names you trade because people sometimes it surprises the premiums aren't baking in that release. So something to watch. All right, so that's kind of what's going on with the market. To me, I had last week 686. Well, I don't. Okay, 686 to 693 on the SPY. Got all the way up to 695 on Friday after that jobs report, kind of the Goldilocks scenario. Where I was mentioned, didn't want it to be too hot of a number. Didn't want to have the best jobs report in a couple months or for 2025 because I think pretty much take the possibility of a rate cut off the table. But odds, funny enough, the probability of a rate cut from the market's pricing is like a 5% probability that the Fed's going to cut rates at the next meeting. I'm holding out hope that they do. But nice rally on heading into this coming week. And now it's okay, where do we go from here? Probably, again, some weakness at the open. We'll see how tomorrow the futures open or the market at the open. 686 kind of my line in the sand. If we get under 686 tomorrow,